Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have the limited edition salted caramel Matchmakers. Now branded with the Quality Street brand. It didn't used to be, I don't know where that's come from or why really, because you know, I don't know, it's nothing really to do with Quality Street, so I don't know why they've done that. Quality Street, by the way, is a sort of a chocolate selection that Nestlé do. Yeah, basically there you go. It's got a lot of various chocolates in them. None of them are like this, so I don't know why it's or remotely like Matchmakers, so I don't know why they do that. But anyway, there are other flavours. There's mint and orange. Don't think there's any others. And these are limited edition salted caramel. So as you can see, it's like a box of thin, crispy, chocolate-covered, I guess, matchsticks. Although they're quite long. They're not the length of matchsticks at all. They're actually the length of almost the length of this. You know, matchsticks probably that long or something. So yeah, yeah. Other than that, I don't know why they're called Matchmakers. Maybe it's nothing to do with matches, I don't know. But that's the way I've always looked at it. So there you go. So yeah, very nice. But yeah, I don't know why they're branded with Quality Street. No idea with that. There's nothing to do with Quality Street as far as I can tell. As I said, they do have a mint one. There might be. I don't think there's a mint flavour in Quality Street. There is an orange one, and there is an orange cream in Quality Street, but there's nothing like Matchmakers in Quality Street. There's no Matchmakers of anything. So I really don't know why they've done it. But there we go. Yeah. So salted caramel is very much the flavour of the year, or we're past 2 years or something. I'm not sure. It used to be chili chocolate, wasn't it, a few years back? Now it's salted caramel. So there we go. So I think they've jumped on the bandwagon, and there we are. So what does it say? Salted caramel flavoured chocolates with skimmed milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and boiled sugar pieces. There we are. So yeah, so there's like a crispiness to this, which is quite nice. I always remembered quite liking these. So see how they are. It says 4 sticks is 1 serving. So per serving it's 71 calories, 3.1 grams of fat, 1.8 of which are saturates. But the whole box is 130 grams. So per 100 grams it says it's 492 calories, 21.2 grams of fat, 12.1 of which are saturates. So if you add about another third onto that, you'll have the whole box's worth there. So yeah, so the whole box is quite calorific, I guess. Yes, so we'll see. We'll have a look how many's in there, but how many's inside. But quite a nice looking box, obviously caramel coloured. It's got the shape of the Quality Street box actually, which is that sort of octagon shape. So I've noticed that actually. So yes, that's probably the only thing it's got in common with Quality Street, the packaging. But yeah, I think let's give it an open. If I can, there is like a tear thing to open, a drawstring thing, whatever they call it. There we go. You'll see it does come in this plastic contraption. So there's a nice smell coming from it actually. Very caramelly smell. You can slide this off there like that. Now this is also packaging, as you've seen, and then there's this little frontage to keep them all in place, which is quite nice. It says Matchmakers, it says Quality Street, it says Nestlé. There you go. Yeah, so there's a very nice smell coming from them. Not too bad here. You can see this is basically what Matchmakers look like. There's one snapped here, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, not too bad. I was expecting like a partition in the middle to then to make it look like there was more than there is and stuff like that, the way like Cadbury's fingers do, but it's not too bad. Obviously there is a bit of a border around the edge, I don't know if you can see that, so you do get less than you'd think, but not too bad. So 4 of these is 71 calories. So I did say there is a broken one here. Might try and see how many are actually in the box, shall we? Why not? I'll tell you what, let's measure them first, see what it's like. There's a flat at the bottom, so I'll measure that. So it's about 11.5 centimetres, and probably it's about 0.6 centimetres, maybe 0.65 centimetres wide. So 11.5 long, 0.65 wide centimetres. So again, this is basically what it looks like. You can see a bit of a flat bottom there, it's but sort of domed there. Quite nice, yeah, not bad, quite thick. So I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll just pour them out. We'll see how many we get. So you can see the box is ridged actually. Look at that, it's a bit cheeky. Yeah, so clearly there's not as many as you'd think in there. I mean, I guess the weight is obviously the important thing, but you can see they've used a few tricks there to make it look like there's more than there is. and it's also curved at the sides as well. If you can quite tell, you can tell there really. It's sort of, yeah, it's not straight, so yeah, and you can see the effect there. That didn't there. So really, there is only 2 compartments actually. Makes it look like there's more. So they are playing tricks with you there. But there we go. It's not surprising, I guess. Let's see how many we get in the actual thing. And separate them into groups of 5. There's quite a lot though, as we said. So there's a broken one somewhere. So that one. There we go. So the broken one is one that's broken, so we do still get the number, I think. So, yeah, assuming it belongs to this one anyway. Looks like it does. Not sure it does actually, but looks like both together do make one anyway. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 in there. So there's 35 in there. Okay, so let's give them a try then, shall we? So I'll just snap one off. So you can see it's kind of, there's no nothing distinct in the middle about it. It just looks like chocolate with our crispy bits, I think. But let's give it a taste. It's basically chocolate with crunchy bits in, as it is to it, which is like all Matchmakers, to be honest with you. They're always like that. I'm not getting much of a salted caramel flavour, I have to say. I'm getting like a burnt toffee flavour. I'm getting 0 salt taste, literally none. Well, I've had a couple so far. Let's see. There's literally no salted caramel in this at all. It doesn't taste salty whatsoever. Yeah, it really doesn't taste salty at all. It doesn't really taste very caramelly. It's got like a sort of, toffee taste to it really, rather than a caramel. I know they're probably very close, similar in nature, but it's that kind of taste, and it's very subtle as well. It's really not salted caramel. Yeah, it's really not salted caramel at all. This, so very disappointing. Doesn't really taste much of caramel either. It smells a bit of it, but it doesn't really taste of it. The crunchy bits are just sort of, basically you've got like a chocolate, which is nice, but there's crunchy bits in there which are very crunchy. I do like those, but there's just no real flavour to them, other than a very subtle toffee flavour, a burnt toffee flavour, I would say. But there's just no salted taste at all. Well, it's salted caramel. It's not caramel. It's salted caramel, and there's no salted flavour that I can perceive anyway. No whatsoever. And the toffee flavour, well, it is toffee flavour. And this is caramel. The toffee flavour in it is very, very subtle, almost non-existent really, and probably may as well not be there. The mint flavour and the orange flavour are really nice of these, and they're very prominent flavours. They do taste like mint and they do taste like orange. This really doesn't taste of much at all. It's very nice. Got nice crunchy bits in there, which are very nice, and they're very, very prominent. And the actual thing itself is quite nice, really. The chocolate and the texture and the crunch, but it's just really missed the mark on this. It's not salted caramel whatsoever. So very disappointing now. I think it's just the fact that they are quite nice generally, Matchmakers. The crunch is nice. The chocolate's not too bad. But yeah, I'm going 2 out of 5. It's 2 out of 5 because it's just not salted caramel. Very disappointing. It's a limited edition. I don't think we'll miss these when they go. There's no salted caramel that I know of, unless it's limited one in Quality Street or whatever. There's nothing like Matchmakers in Quality Street, as I say, so it's totally redundant now. I don't know what on earth that's about. So the Quality Street reference, it's completely doesn't have any, there's no similarity whatsoever. I'll say, yeah, it doesn't taste of salted caramel, so very disappointing. When it's toffee, it doesn't taste of caramel, it tastes of toffee. So burnt toffee. So I missed the mark on every single level, I think. So a 2 out of 5. It's only got a 2 because it's actually, generally Matchmakers are actually quite nice. You know, the chocolate's nice and the crunch is nice in there. If you can see, there's a slight shine there. You can see that there. That's the crunchy bits in there. So generally it's quite nice, but I think I would just go for the orange or the mint ones generally. But give them a try, see what you think. But I think you'd be disappointed and you would have wished you'd gone for the toffee, the mint or the orange ones really. I just enjoy to find the orange ones. It's always the mint ones I see in the supermarket, which is really annoying. The orange ones are my favourites. It's probably why I've not reviewed them yet, because I want to get them both at the same time. But anyway, if you've got the choice, avoid these ones and go for the orange ones. Or if you're really a fan of mint, go for the mint ones. But I would just give these a miss. Yeah. Okay, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like my videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.